Well, welcome back to Overbury for Harvest Log. This is day 19 and we're on the 7th of August. We've moved up onto the hill now, finished the oats late last night, and we are now back onto Planet Spring Barley. This is a field called College and Parks. It's one of the biggest fields that we've got on the farm. It's about 29 hectares. It's quite a big field, quite undulating, quite rolling. It's where the Malting header with the flexibility of the flex draper really comes into its own in terms of how it handles these sort of banks and rolling bits and pieces. As you can see, we're swathing this straw again. We've sold this to a neighbouring farmer again, and in order to try and improve a little bit of biodiversity that we have within the field, because it is so big and in the middle of here it is pretty barren, we've got a few environmental features as part of our high level stewardship scheme. So just the other side of those swaths there, we have got a beetle bank which stretches the length of the field. On one side we've got an overwintered bird food plot, and that is providing it's sort of planted with oats and triticale and some spring barley, some quinoa, bits of linseed, bits of buckwheat, all sorts of things really, to provide effectively a bird table for the farmland birds in the winter time. Little hare patch down there, lots of these little deer tracks here that you can see dotting around. And on the other side of the beetle bank we've got a pollen and nectar strip, so that's designed to try and attract insects onto that part. So any farmland birds that are up there, sort of skylarks, yellow hammers, all those sorts of things, will be able to kind of nest on the beetle bank, and then they've got somewhere for their chicks to feed with insects, and then also an area for overwinter food should they want to hang around. And in one of the barns behind us we've got an owl box as well, and it's not uncommon to be up here early morning or late in the evening, just at dusk time, to see barn owls floating around up here. This is more malting barley as part of our commitment to the growers group, and for the year we are looking at a pretty reasonable crop actually. It's hovering around the sort of 7 tons a hectare mark, with a little bit of infield variation. Moisture's nice and dry. This is for movement November, December, so we'll need to get it down to less than 14% moisture. It's just about there now really, and hopefully we'll get some samples off in the post tomorrow from this field, and then we'll be able to have a look. We're analysing about one sample for every 50 tonnes of grain, to give us an idea of the quality in store and how it can then be marketed. So really pleased with the way this is running. This is it's after a cover crop over the winter, and of vetches, some black oats, and that was sprayed off nice and early. Although we were delayed drilling, this wasn't planted till the 20th or so of April, so about a month probably later than we would normally want to plant it, and since then it's had about 40 mil of rain on it. So very pleased with how this is growing. So yeah, it's kind of one of the highlights of the year so far in terms of the yield, but still a little ways to go. We will be on malting barley today and tomorrow. We didn't get going up here till about 12 o'clock lunchtime. Very dewy, sort of foggy start up here on the hill, nice down in the vale, sort of looking down towards Tewkesbury over there. So yeah, we'll see how late we can keep going tonight, and then have another look at it tomorrow. But that's where we are, malting barley.